What's up, guys? Torbro here for another Star Wars review, and we are digging into the Last Jedi Wave 2 figures with MAZ Kanata here. She is in the standard box for the line. She is featured here in the window. We got some artwork of her here down in the bottom right. We've got her number. She is number 49. We got a little write-up of her on the back. Got a little bit of maybe a hint at what she's going to be doing in Episode 8 with that same artwork from the front. She's got her name on the side. Let's pull her out and take a look. All right, so here is Maz out of the packaging, and I've got kind of all of the contents for her package displayed here because Maz is an interesting figure to me in that she kind of makes a little vignette or a diorama almost in what she comes with. So, you know, Maz in The Force Awakens, she didn't do anything in terms of anything real action-oriented. The back of this box now says that she possibly uses a blaster in the more seedy underbelly of the galaxy, so that's why she has a gun this time around, I assume. I'm never going to display her with this. But this, however, this kind of makes her a little more substantial. She's obviously very small, so they give her something that's very iconic for her character in terms of what she did in the movie. First glance, first thoughts, I like it. I think she's a really cool figure. I was wanting her long before now. I think it took way too long for us to get one of, arguably the main new characters in The Force Awakens, and I think they executed her pretty well. Black Series is pretty good for doing aliens at this point, and I think they did a good job. Let's take a look at articulation real quick. We have got a head on a hinged ball. She's got a little bit of back motion, but her head hits her jacket back here. She can look down a decent bit. Her goggles are articulated, and we're going to stop real quick to talk about those because they actually magnify her eye to a degree. Like there is a little bit of a magnification effect going on there. So each one is articulated. I think that's really awesome. It would have been a shame if they didn't do that. Arms go all the way up. We don't have anything at the bicep, but the elbow swivels, and there is a hinge. It's just single joint. She has rotation and a hinge at both wrists. Waist twist. Legs go all the way out if you want to get her in some splits. We all remember that scene. We have got a very high kick, more than 90 degrees. Legs go back quite a far bit, and we've got thigh rotation, single joint at the knee, and then we've got a rotation and a hinge at the ankle there. So for the most part, she's got decent articulation for such a small character, small figure. As far as the sculpt goes, I think this is a real winner here. The face in particular is sculpted really well. You can really see the age and all those wrinkles on her. And I joke a lot about this character because Maz is a pretty cool character, I think, in general. But she reminds me of Cotton Hill from King of the Hill way too much. So, I joke that this is my first official Cotton Hill figure every time I look at her.
I cannot fit me.
Beyond that, we have got her kind of grandma attire. She looks like a really old lady. We know she's really old, but she's just got all this stuff on her. She's got the belt with all the tassels. She's got these crazy like boot sock things going on. She's got all these bangles all over her wrists. She just looks like an old woman, and that's what she is, but she reminds me of like a little old grandma almost, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. But everything all over her has a lot of texture. There's a lot of texture on her sweater and on her vest. And like I said, she's got these like multi-layered sock sandal boot things, and she's got the tassels all over her belt. Very cool, very detailed, and where needed, there is a decent amount of paint. She's got paint on her hands for the rings. She's got the bangles all painted up. Obviously, these crazy socks are painted up. And then she's got paint on her face. The only thing I'm really not too excited about is the paint on the face because she's really, really metallic. I don't recall her being this shiny. It doesn't really detract for me, but at the same time, it seemed kind of odd. And then we've got those, kind of old, tired eyes that she had in the movie. And I couldn't really be too much more happy to have this figure at this point. She is pretty much everything I expected we were going to get out of a Maz figure. Now, obviously, I've got a whole bunch of accessories here with me, and we've got her gun. This is kind of just a standard blaster rifle, and like I said, I'm never going to use this, but here it is. She can hold it. She doesn't have a trigger finger. She can only hold it in her right hand well. The left hand is sculpted open. So, yeah, she has a gun. The big thing, though, as far as accessories goes, is the treasure chest. Mine is a little warped. It comes open in the package, so you might have to kind of heat it up, and I'm going to do that just to make it a little more flat. But it also comes with the Skywalker family saber hilt. There is a hole for a lightsaber blade. One is not included. This is what we've come to expect at this point. There's a bunch of other little doodads and bits and bobs in there. And there's quite a bit of detail in this, though. It looks very, very textured, a lot of wood grain. You can see all of the iron bars on it with the hinges. It does close. There aren't really any actual hinges there. That's just soft rubber plastic, so beware. And then it does have a clasp, and it will shut. So you could, lock it up, and there you go. Which I think this is a really cool accessory. It's not, the most dynamic thing in the world, but it really hammers home the point of, what her scene is known for in The Force Awakens. So overall, this is exactly what I thought we were going to get, honestly. I didn't expect we were going to get a blaster, I suppose. But the chest, the lightsaber hilt, and then the detail on Maz is just pretty exceptional. She looks like she jumped out of the movie. And like I said, Black Series has done aliens pretty well up until now. The only thing I really want more now is I want some more aliens from her castle. I need, and this is not a want, this is a need, I need a Crimson Corsair Sidon Ethano figure. I think that's just, everybody wants one, so make it happen, Hasbro. But as far as this figure goes, she's got everything she needs where she needs it, and she looks like that little old lady in the castle on Takodana. So I couldn't really be too much happier about how they pulled this one off. So kudos to Hasbro. You made a pretty decent little old alien woman. So that's going to do it for this look at the MAZ Kanata figure from the Black Series. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share, that whole deal. And until next time, everyone.